Who would have thought in 2025 I would be raving about a bright green mascara? Hi guys, welcome to today's video. If you're new here, I'm Heather, and today I am going to be talking about the YSL Beauty Lash Clash Mascara. This one is the shade Scandalous Green. It's what I'm wearing on my lashes, and I'm going to show you exactly how it applies, give you a few little hints on wearable ways to wear a Scandalous Green mascara. We'll talk about the wear time, and I'm also going to show you how I like to wear the rest of my makeup to keep this looking chic. So if you want to learn all about the YSL Beauty Lash Clash Mascara in Scandalous Green, please keep watching. My everyday makeup look I would describe as soft glam. So when I'm experimenting with a bright green mascara, I just like to make sure that my base looks as flawless as possible. And I've also found that adding some bronzer, this one from Chanel is gorgeous, just really complements the shade of green. I want to keep the base looking nice and fresh, but then any areas where I have too much shine like my T-zone, I just take a little bit of powder. A quick moment for this eyeshadow palette from ITCosmetics. It's the classic matte palette and it's beautiful. So I'm using a combination of the shades Shadow and Nude just to add a little bit of definition, but again I want it to look natural and it's just a hint of colour. And that is pretty much the base and eyes done. Okay, so I have applied all of my makeup except for the mascara. I have two shades here. Of course I have Scandalous Green, but I also have number one, which is black. I love the packaging. So it's described as having an oversized brush, and I know what they mean because when you compare this to a lot of mascara brushes, it is very big, but actually I do find this very easy to use. The formula itself is described as highly pigmented, buildable and smudge resistant. It also helps to deliver up to 200% more volume. Today I'm going to apply the Scandalous Green on my upper lashes. Now I've tried it several different ways. I do like the way that it looks when I wear black on my upper lashes and green on my lower, but actually with this particular shade I just think it looks prettiest on the upper lashes. In my opinion, to wear it on upper and lower is a little bit too much, but it does depend what look you're going for. For the first step, and you don't have to do this, but I like to coat both sides of my lashes. Because my eyelashes are quite dark, obviously I've got dark brown hair, I want them to look as green as possible. And this is so pigmented, you can see already. And it's the kind of brush that you roll it like that through the lashes and it helps to create so much volume. I would describe the formula as very thick, it's creamy. Once I've packed on a good amount of mascara, I will just zigzag the brush through the lashes. Look at the impact that I was able to create in literally a minute. It really is one of those makeup looks where you're going to be talking and someone's going to be looking at you thinking, what is she wearing? That is so pretty. There we have just one coat on this eye and obviously nothing on the other eye. I am going to put a little bit more on. And I've actually had this now for a good few weeks and I've tried this out, I've tested it. It hasn't smudged, it hasn't budged, it hasn't flaked. One key thing to note, and this is just my experience, but I did find it a little bit difficult to remove. What I actually did was I've got a L'Oreal, it's a dual phase eye makeup remover. So it's one that you just shake and the oil and the water kind of mixes together. I found that removed it easily, but actually even with my micellar water, it did take a little bit of time. Then again, I suppose that just demonstrates how long wearing this is. In my 43 years, I have never seen a green mascara that gives this much impact. Of course, this is a luxurious makeup product and one would hope that it would be good, but wow. That is the colour on the bottom of the tube and I think that is a perfect match. Let's just do a little close up. The packaging is the same whatever shade you go for. And actually when I was online having a look at this mascara, because I know that this is green but I couldn't actually remember the name, so it's Scandalous Green. It also comes in black, brown. I have tried the brown and that's amazing. But I didn't know this. They also have a blue and a burgundy. I would love to try the burgundy. Let me know if you've tried any of the other shades and if you recommend them. I'm not sure that the blue would suit me. I mean, maybe. YSL, if you want to send it to me, I will definitely try it out. The burgundy, that sounds, I mean, I love burgundy, especially at this time of year. What I'm doing now is just adding the black. I know that L'Oreal Paris have just brought out some, I think it's the Panorama mascara. They've just brought that out in several different shades. And I know that there is a burgundy shade in that. So maybe I'll try that one. Who would have thought in 2025 I would be raving about a bright green mascara? Not me, but here we are. So that's the black on the lower lashes and Scandalous Green on my upper lashes. Another interesting way that I wore this was I took a small brush and then I just dabbed it onto the mascara wand like that, and then I created a little eyeliner. So I was just able to do a tiny little flick on the outer corners. It stayed in place all day. It didn't irritate my eyelids. Obviously, this is just my experience. It's probably not designed to be worn that way, but I did love the way that it looked. It amped up the drama, and I just love the fact that colour is coming back into cosmetics. I think we've had that kind of neutral, glossy, barely there look for so long, and yes, on occasion I do love that look. Makeup should be fun and it's just so cool. With these videos I do like to give a score out of 5, and this is a very easy 5. I love everything about this mascara. The packaging is super luxurious. I find the brush really easy to use. These mascaras never irritate my eyes, and that is a huge deal because I am a contact lens wearer and some mascaras can make my eyes feel quite irritated. I never have an issue with the Lash Clash mascaras. I would also say that the formula feels caring on my lashes, and what I mean by that is some mascaras, when I've worn like one mascara for a longer period of time without trying anything else, some of them can be quite drying, and I do find that I lose more lashes and that my lashes don't look particularly healthy. Whereas I have consistently been wearing my Lash Clash in black and my lashes do look very like healthy. They're long for me anyway, and they just look conditioned. Another thing that I just want to add in about this mascara is perhaps if you're short on time or you're not that confident with makeup but you do want to change up your look, what a great way to do it. You're not messing around with lots of different eyeshadow palettes, and I know that can be quite overwhelming, like knowing what colour goes where, whereas with this, you just pop this on your lashes. I think it would be really nice for a Christmas party, perhaps for Christmas Day, or, you know, the party season, New Year's Eve. Yeah, I've only got good things to say. Absolutely love this. I do hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you've got any questions about the Lash Clash mascara, please write me a comment because I would love to help in any way that I can. I finish every single video with my lip combo and also my fragrance. I am wearing the original Mugler Alien. This is absolutely gorgeous. The jasmine for me really comes through in this. I would describe it as a very powerful floral fragrance, but it's super modern. And if I want compliments, this is what I wear. And today's lip combo is from ELF. I am wearing the Cream Glide lip liner in Espresso Martini. And then I'm also wearing the Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm in Vanilla Toffee. It smells like vanilla, but it's very sweet and yeah, super glossy. Let's put a bit more on. And it makes my lips feel really hydrated. I just love this soft bronzy makeup with the green mascara. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I will be back next Saturday at 6 p.m. with a new one. And of course, I post every single day on TikTok, Instagram, and here on my YouTube shorts. It would mean so much to me if you could like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.